Hey guys, welcome back to another video. As you can see, there's no Milo here because I'll show a clip of what happened. Just can't catch a friggin' break, guys. Now Milo's sick. It's been a few days. Keeps throwing up. Can't use the bathroom. Don't mind the ghetto-ness of our little living room center here because Milo rips all the furniture and he drools all over with his toys. So we got blankets everywhere. So we got yoga mats so he doesn't run in here and hurt himself. Carpet on the floor randomly. Carpets on the stairs so he doesn't slip because his legs slip. And with Bailey that had torn her knee by slipping all the time, he has torn knees too. So we just put down that. It looks really bad, but whatever, we don't really care as long as it keeps him safer from tearing his leg from running outside into here. Anyways, not sure if you guys can see this, but my wrap job is bubbling. I'm not sure if it's because I didn't apply enough heat, but I might have to take the heat gun to it and then do this and see if it stays, but bubbles keep coming back just because there's like a lip in there. Same thing on this side, big bubble there, but it's not like a huge deal. It just could look a lot better. Holy, it is hot in here. AC, crank that up. So I'm headed to pick up Milo. What happened was, like a week ago, he had gotten the garbage. He had taken a poop. I know this probably sounds gross if you're not a dog person, but I noticed there was still some kind of hanging from his butt, so I pulled on it with a toilet paper and pulled out this long piece of something like that, round and hard, like a piece of plastic or something. But anyways, so we thought he was gonna be okay, and then he didn't want to eat for a few days. Well, it was like 2 days. We brought him in, spent almost $500 on x-rays and medication to see what was going on. They could see something in his intestines, but they couldn't make out what it was on the x-ray. They said it could be anything. Unless it's like a metal, they're not going to see the actual shape or exactly what the item is. We were hoping he would pass it, and he just would not eat. He was not himself at all. He wouldn't even lay in bed with me for like a week. He just laying on the floor, pacing back and forth, couldn't get comfortable. But the surgery was going to be $2 to $3 grand, so we didn't want to do surgery unless it was absolutely necessary. Mind you, I really regret not doing the surgery right away now that we know what it was. I had to bring him back to the vet in a couple days later because he hadn't used the bathroom. He was just peeing, drinking a bunch of water. He hadn't used the bathroom in like 5 days. And so we brought him back because he wasn't eating. We had fed him once. We thought he was good, but the next day he was just worse than ever. So we brought him in. He wouldn't even react to dogs. He seen a dog, he didn't even move, and that's not like him. Usually he cackles and howls like a hyena and a wolf mixed together, but he just, I don't know, he just was not himself. Like, I brought him in the vet. Normally I have to tell him he's not dog friendly. They got to move all the dogs and make way for him, but this time he wouldn't even acknowledge other dogs. He was not himself at all, so we were really worried. We were quoted the surgery was actually going to be $1,900 to $3,800, but we did it anyways because we love our dogs and can't put a price on their life really. But so we had to pay $1,000 up front, and they called us 3 or 4 hours later because I had to leave work. So they called us and told us that what they had found was a black rubber in his intestines that was blocked. And what that is from was he chews his toy. It was a donut toy, a lifetime guarantee toy that he had took a big chunk off that we paid $50 for. And anyways, it got stuck in there, but he had taken that chunk off his toy like a couple months ago. Anyways, they found that in there, and his intestines were turning black, where well, they were black in a part of it. So what they had to do was they had to cut the black part off and then sew his large intestine back to his small intestine. But so it's really not good, to be honest, but at least they said if I did not do the surgery, he wouldn't have made it. So we are really glad we did the surgery, and he is healing now. I'm going to pick him up. It's been a couple days he's been at the vet because they wanted to keep him for 24 to 48 hours, make sure he was eating and everything, and he is. So I'm going to pick him up now. I can't wait to get my baby boy back. We've been, it's so weird not having any dogs, like having to put Bailey down a few months ago. This is just like really stressful for us, and we were really worried, but there is a big risk of infection where they had to cut the intestine and so did the other one, but hopefully he heals up good. Gonna get him on some good antibiotics.
Look who's back. Milo's back. Back again.
What a stress relief. Now, hopefully he heals up good. He's still kind of in pain, obviously. He went through a pretty big surgery. This was the toy that was stuck in there. It was a couple inches. Oh, that's... Oh my god, I almost threw up. So anyways, I'm gonna pick this video up once I get at the house. He scared us for a minute there. For the past week, he hasn't been able to be this relaxed. You see him just relaxed. He hasn't moved in about half an hour. He hasn't done that in about a week. Like, he couldn't even lay down without tossing and turning, getting up, walking, just laying in the bathroom on the floor, which is something he never does. So we were really stressed out. Like, losing Bailey a few months ago was just really hard, and we were just absolutely terrified something was going to happen. So they said if we didn't bring him in, he definitely wouldn't have made it the next 12 to 24 hours. That part that was stuck in there definitely would have just caused his insides to pretty much decay, or his intestines to decay and infect everything, and he wouldn't have made it. So we are very glad we did the surgery. Yes, financially we don't have the money for it, but we're gonna put it on the credit card. And the girlfriend actually started a GoFundMe. So normally we hate doing this, but don't like asking for money. But she started GoFundMe just to see, because people do it, and when they're really stuck, in which we are. So, but anyways, that's a little update on Milo. I'm gonna pick up the video on the way to work in my car. Alright guys, so I'm headed to work. If you follow me on Instagram and watch my story, you'll see I was barbecuing some burgers and totally set them on fire. I went to go get my clothes downstairs and the whole barbecue just lit on fire. I thought it was gonna blow up. It was crazy. Anyway, so my lunch is completely burnt to a crisp, so I'm gonna go to Subway and get a sub, I guess. I don't have time to make a lunch because I'm already 2 hours late for work. So go to Subway, grab a sub, and off to the hellhole. Now, I did notice lately, well, I noticed ever since I got my car back, that on a hill, when I let go of the clutch, I feel like a shudder. I don't remember feeling that before my spec clutch, but I did feel it with the spec clutch, and now I'm feeling it with this clutch. So I don't know, they just don't know how to install a clutch properly or what, but.
Could I get a foot-long steak and cheese on Italian herb and cheese?
What I hate about going through the drive-thru is you can't really get double meat. They jip you. Like, this does not feel heavy at all. This isn't gonna compare to my 4 burgers in any way. So when you go in, you wait for them to put on the meat, and they put heaping scoops, and then you're like, oh yeah, can I get double meat? And then they got to put the same amount of heaping scoops, so you get way more. And then if you just say it in the drive-thru, they just put little scoops and give you double meat, but it's not really double meat. Anyways, it just, guys, some exhaust notes. Anyway, still breaking in the stock clutch. As you can see, I haven't hit VTEC in, geez, almost 1,000 kilometers, which is just very hard not to do, but I want to break everything in the right way so that it lasts, and and I can get back to racing. I got 4 races lined up right now. I got a Civic Type R, I got a 300 SRT8, the first gen, not the 6.4 but the 6.1. I got a 370Z and a V6 8th gen Accord. So can't wait to get this all broken in so we can get some good content out for you guys. But yeah, so I'm gonna do a video of all my mods and how much it costs and everything, probably within the next week. But for now, this is all I can really do. I'm really, like I said, I've been really busy lately, stressed out a lot, just didn't have time to make any videos because of Milo. But now that he's getting better, and I'll be able to get back to doing videos on my days off. So anyways, that's it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button. Feel free to comment, share, subscribe, and I will see you next time. Thanks. Bye.